So today I am going to share the craziest situation that ever happened to me in my real estate career, and you are not going to believe it. So 2020 comes, and someone that I know was running an Airbnb and had a guest staying in their Airbnb that said they wanted to move to Nashville. So she told them, oh, you need to call my friend Christine Donahue. She's a great realtor. She'll love to help you. So they contacted me. They had an incredible story. They just got married. She's from London. He's from LA. They didn't want to live in London or LA, so they decided to move to Nashville. They told me they had a $20 million budget. That's what I said, $20 million. So I, of course, was very excited to help them. We started our process. They gave me proof of funds with a local attorney in Nashville. That was a letter basically saying, I am an attorney in Nashville, and I'm going to not say people's names in this story. Let's say her name was Connie Smith. I'm Connie Smith. I am an attorney here in Nashville. I have looked over the funds for Steve and Nicole, and I can vouch that they can afford a $20 million house. So we go on our merry way and start looking for houses. Now, there's not a lot of houses that are $20 million in Nashville. So we saw a range from 10 million to 20 million, all over Middle Tennessee, all the way up to Center Hill Lake, which is a 2-hour drive from here. All around, we looked for houses for over a year. I spent pretty much every weekend with them for over a year. They had an incredible story about his father had a oil business and passed away. The woman that his father was married to was fighting him for the inheritance of $5 billion. All sounded completely legitimate to me. I am an honest person, so I always assume that everybody else is honest as well. So a few houses come and go they don't like for one reason or another. Then a few houses come that they like. They always wanted to meet the owner of the house. So we would go to the house. They would say, oh, we really like it. Can we meet the owner? We'd go back to the house, meet the owner. Of course, the owner is willing to do anything because they're trying to sell their $20 million house. One thing or another, each house wasn't right. I understand that. If you're going to spend a lot of money on a house, even if you're spending $200,000 in a house, you want what you want. Totally understand. So many of weekends, I had to cancel plans because they would see something and have to see it right then at 7 o'clock at night. I would have to drop what I was doing. But that's part of my business, and I'm happy to help in any way I can. Year goes by. Some things seem weird and seem fishy, but I really just have the mindset that they're telling me the truth. So a year goes by, we find the perfect house. I mean, it is everything that they've asked for. It has water on the property. It has hills and high elevations on the property. It's private. I mean, they wanted, a lot of space. So the house, it was perfect. So we go see it. They love it. Of course, they want to meet the owners. So we go back and see it again. The owners meet with them. Then they say, oh, I want to bring my interior designer in. Go see it again with an interior designer. Then they say, oh, I want to bring back my attorney that's working with this, this litigation with the will, that attorney comes. Anyway, in all these times that we keep running around the sellers, they find another buyer. So somebody else came and bought that house. Well, Steve and Nicole got absolutely livid that they feel like they lost that house. They start harassing the realtor that has the house listed. They start harassing the new owners of the house. It gets outrageous. I decide to cut ties with them. A year in, let me tell you, but my mental health was stretched. I was having so much anxiety over this situation. I didn't want to work with them anymore. I didn't care about the money. I had to have my mental health be okay. So I stopped working with them. This is probably, let's say it's August. October comes and I get an email from their attorney saying, because of the Tennessee, lawyers, I have obligation to let you know that I no longer represent Steve and Nicole, and anything that I've ever said and vouched for is fraudulent, and I no longer stand by it. I was like, whoa, what's that all about? How weird is that? What's going on? Of course, curiosity. So I reach out to my friend who initially introduced us. She tells me that she and her husband have loaned them $140,000 over the last year because they keep telling them, oh, we're so close to this lawsuit being done and me having my inheritance. We just need a little bit more money to float us by. She loans them $140,000. So she gets curious. One thing we did think that we knew was true was they got married in Las Vegas in March of 2020. So my girlfriend calls the county clerk in Las Vegas and asks for their wedding certificate or wedding license or whatever that is. That comes in the mail. It's public records, but they mailed it to her. Once she finds out their true last names, she Googles them. This guy has a 30-year rap sheet of swindling people and of scamming people. He is wanted in the state of California. He's wanted in Kentucky. He's wanted in Florida. He's wanted in Tennessee. He's wanted in Missouri, in Oklahoma. He's got 30-year rap sheet. He's been to prison. We could not believe it. So, due diligence. I mean, it doesn't hurt to ask some questions. It doesn't hurt to Google people. I cannot believe that I was a victim of this scam and I gave them a year of my life. But that's all I gave them was my time, which is valuable. I feel terrible for my girlfriend who gave him $140,000. So word to the wise, we're on to you. We're gonna Google you from now on. But Steve and Nicole are now in prison. So that's the end of that story. Isn't that wild? Thank you so much for tuning in. Like and subscribe, leave me a comment. I really want to know what you would like to hear about. So, see you in the next video.